The days are counting down, and by year's end, I'll be holding you in my arms, making all the waiting worthwhile. Every day apart feels like a step toward the beautiful moment when we finally come together. The promise of tomorrow is everything, and I know that by year's end, I'll be exactly where I'm meant to be, with you. No more wishing or hoping. By year's end, we'll finally be living our love story. I'm ready to give you all that I have, and by year's end, you'll be in my arms, where you've always belonged. I can't wait for the moment when our futures align, and by year's end, we'll be side by side. Every moment of waiting only makes the love I have for you stronger, and soon, by year's end, you'll feel it in my arms. The journey to forever is long, but by year's end, I'll be walking it with you by my side. By year's end, I'll finally be able to hold you and show you just how much you mean to me. I'm ready for everything that's to come, and I know that by year's end, we'll be together at last. The wait has been worth it, and by the end of this year, I'll be holding you as we begin the next chapter. By year's end, we'll no longer be apart. We'll be living our love every single day. In every quiet moment, I think about the future, and by year's end, we'll be sharing that future together. Every heartbeat reminds me that you're the one I'm waiting for, and by year's end, I'll be holding you close. No distance can keep us apart for long. By year's end, I'll be right there with you. The dream I've been chasing is almost here, and by year's end, it will come true when I hold you. Love knows no boundaries, and soon, by year's end, it will bring us closer than we ever imagined. By year's end, there will be no more distance, no more longing, only the warmth of your embrace. The journey we've been on will come to its beautiful end, and by year's end, we'll be in each other's arms. I can already feel your presence beside me, and by year's end, we'll be physically together, living our dream. Every thought of you pulls me closer to the life we'll share, and by year's end, that life will be a reality. The future is bright, and by the end of this year, it will shine even brighter with you by my side. By year's end, we'll no longer be separated by time or space. We'll be in each other's arms, where we belong. I'm ready for what's next, and I know that by year's end, it will be everything we've been waiting for. The countdown to forever has begun, and soon, by year's end, I'll be holding you in my arms. By the end of this year, our love will no longer be a dream. It will be our reality. The wait is almost over, and soon, by year's end, I'll be able to wrap my arms around you and never let go. Every day apart is just another step toward the moment when we finally come together. I've spent so long imagining this moment, and by year's end, I'll finally live it with you. The future is calling, and by the end of this year, it will bring us together in a way that feels like destiny. By year's end, you won't just be in my thoughts, you'll be in my arms, living our dreams. I'm ready to embrace the future with you, and by year's end, we'll be side by side, facing it together. Every passing day only strengthens my resolve to be with you, and by the end of this year, I'll have you in my arms. I'm ready to take the next step, and by year's end, we'll be taking it together. The road may have been long, but by year's end, we'll be at the end of it, together. By year's end, I'll no longer have to imagine you by my side. I'll be holding you for real. The distance feels small when I think about the love we'll share by year's end. By the end of this year, everything will fall into place, and we'll finally be together. I know that the wait is worth it, and by year's end, we'll be living our love story, hand in hand. Soon, all the waiting will end, and by year's end, I'll be holding you close and never letting go. By year's end, you'll be more than just a promise. I'll be holding you and making all our dreams come true. I can feel the love we share growing stronger, and by year's end, we'll be holding each other as it blooms. The distance between us feels small when I imagine what's to come. By year's end, we'll be together. I've never been more sure of anything, and by year's end, you'll be in my arms where you belong. The wait is almost over. By year's end, we'll be living our love side by side, heart to heart. I'm ready to start our forever, and by year's end, I'll finally be able to hold you close. By year's end, we'll be together. No more wondering, no more waiting, just love. I've been dreaming of this moment, and by year's end, it will be my reality, holding you in my arms. No more waiting, no more wondering. By the end of this year, we'll be living the love we've always wanted. Every moment feels like a step closer to the life we've been waiting for. By year's end, you'll be in my arms, and nothing will stand in our way. With every passing day, I feel my heart drawing nearer to you, and by the end of the year, we'll be together, wrapped in love. The distance may be far now, but I can already feel you next to me, waiting for the moment when I hold you close. I'm ready to give you all of me. By year's end, you'll be exactly where you belong, in my arms. The future feels so clear now, and I'm ready to walk hand in hand with you into our forever, starting by year's end. Every thought of you pulls me closer to the commitment I'm ready to make. By year's end, we'll finally be together. The journey has just begun, but my heart already knows that by year's end, I'll be holding you tight. I can't wait for the moment when we no longer have to imagine our future together, but live it. It's all falling into place. I'm ready to give my heart completely, and soon you'll be in my arms. As each day passes, my love for you grows stronger. I'm ready to commit, and by year's end, you'll feel it in my arms. I know that by the end May of this year, the promises we've made to each other will come alive in the warm embrace we share. Every second we're apart only makes me more certain that you belong in my arms by year's end. By year's end, we'll no longer dream of the future together. We'll be living it side by side. I'm already picturing the moment when I hold you close, and I know it's coming soon. I'm ready. Love, patience, and faith are all I need. By year's end, I'll have you right where I've always wanted you, by my side. You've always been in my heart, and by the end of this year, I'll finally hold you in my arms. The future feels bright, and I'm ready to make it real with you, starting by the end of this year. The wait has been long, but it's all worth it. By year's end, we'll be wrapped in each other's arms. The countdown to forever has begun, and by year's end, I'll finally be holding you close. Love is a journey, and by year's end, our paths will align perfectly, bringing us together. In my heart, I know the future is ours, and by the end of this year, you'll be where you belong, in my arms. The end of this year holds so much promise, especially knowing that we'll finally be together. I'm ready to commit to the future we've been dreaming of, and by year's end, you'll be in my arms. By year's end, all the promises will be fulfilled, and you'll be exactly where you belong, right here with me. I'm preparing myself for the moment when we no longer have to imagine our life together. By year's end, it will be real. Time moves so slowly when I'm waiting for you, but I know that by year's end, I'll be holding you close. By year's end, the distance between us will be gone, and we'll be living our love in every moment. I've been waiting for this, and soon I'll be holding you as we step into our future together. This journey has been worth every step, and by year's end, we'll reach our destination, each other. I'm ready for the next chapter in our love story, and I know that by year's end, it'll be written with your touch. Love is patience, love is time, and by the end of this year, it will all come together when I hold you close. Each day that passes is one step closer to the moment I've been dreaming of, holding you in my arms. I'm ready for the future, and by the end of this year, I'll be there with you, ready to create a life together. The future feels so much closer now, and I'm ready to commit to making it ours by year's end. Every part of me is ready to take that step, and by the end of the year, I'll have you in my arms. Love is about making promises and keeping them, and I'm ready to make that promise to you by year's end. Soon, the waiting will be over, and I'll be able to hold you in my arms, just like we've always dreamed. My heart beats for you, and by year's end, it will be in perfect sync when you're finally in my arms. I'm already planning for the day we're no longer separated, and by year's end, that day will come. In my heart, I know that everything is falling into place, and by year's end, we'll be together. The path is clear, and by year's end, we'll be living the life we've always dreamed of, together. I'm ready for the commitment, and soon I'll be holding you in my arms, making all our dreams come true. By the end of this year, we'll no longer wonder when, because you'll be in my arms and everything will be right. The love I feel for you is a promise I'm ready to keep, and by year's end, you'll see that promise fulfilled. I'm ready for forever, and by year's end, it will start with you in my arms. The wait has been long, but it's almost over. By year's end, I'll be holding you in my arms forever.